Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, you know how the world of boxing, you know how it is. Wild, wild west. We got everything. Everything's topsy-turvy. Everything's turned over. You know, we got dope fighters that we're protecting. You know, people get scorecards that's just out of this world. You know, a lot of hate going on. The good fighters, non-dope fighters are being, scrutinized. The dope fighters are being ignored, and it's just the great fighters, people are trying to find something wrong with them. The ones that are less that avoid people are the ones that we call in face of boxing, the good ones. It's just topsy-turvy, pretty much like the world, pretty much like New Russia. It's just topsy turvy. You know, bad guys winning on all fronts, criminals everywhere in places of power, nobody with integrity left. Right? This is the world we're living in right now. So, when I think of boxing and the boxing channels, and I see a lot of stuff. It's lately for me it's good because of a man of integrity. I watch a lot of less boxing videos than I did maybe say 2 years ago. I just seen some crazy behavior, and I'm like, oh, cool. I ain't got to be wasting my time with that. Ooh, oh, wow, no, no, no. I ain't got no time for that. So you're watching less. You have your favorite uploaders, and what's funny I've noticed about my favorite uploaders in the boxing realm is thanks. That's all I want to say. Thanks, because what's going on is what you do is way more important than what it was for 5 years ago. What you're doing right now in the climate that we're living in this anarchy, right? And people, especially young people, young impressionable people, learning that crime pays and you don't have to do right. Integrity is a extinct word. It's important. It's a little leadership, and some things you're saying or doing probably not that profitable. Now, most of the people I watch are monetized. I'm not. Think about this. So I'm wasting my time, but it's worth it because there's things that's important to do. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna put no more time in it with editing and all that extra time, right? If you ain't getting paid, this it's about how important it is to me and about getting some truths out there because I don't have a horse in the race. I don't give a damn, right? But seeing people that's been doing it for a while, and I call them the heavyweights. There's a few of them that really are out there doing the right thing, and I agree with most of these guys I watch. Of course, most of you watch, at least 80%, 80, 85, 90% of the time, and don't agree on some points. But like I've said before, you still know it's coming from a good place. You don't have to agree all the time. If you disagree, it's coming from a right place. If somebody's convicted in how they feel, it's not to do somebody harm, right? It's just to get their truth out there, and they really believe in it. And it's like I said, coming from a good place. And I'm just saying, this is just more props to the people. I don't say names, stuff like that, because I ain't monetized. I ain't trying to, get on somebody else's jock strap or get no extra clicks or nothing. Y'all know that. I don't give a damn. Do I ever say, ever, like, subscribe? Do what the hell you want to do. Doesn't matter, because YouTube ain't letting me come up. You know what I mean? They ain't, because I'm not just what's going to be. Period. And anybody that knows me will tell you that's just how this dude is. He don't give a damn. I've left money on the table for justice, right? That's just how I roll, man. Whatever. I don't give a damn, right? But my point is, I'm watching some people doing some things that's real good right now. You're in a time of you got these house niggas running around here just saying anything about any kind of fighter of color that's just exceptional and just coming up with things to tear them down, and and you have the others who are making sure that the truth comes out, the truth stays out, and they're educating. And I've been just watching a few things of late, and I'm thinking, sometimes holla at them. People that are good people, got integrity, will know who they are. You probably won't even hear of this from me because I'm not out there like that. But here's another thing too. Don't ever get it twisted. A lot of people come here and just say they don't. because they know, it's like it's been a few years now, and people know that dude over there, that gap tooth dude, ugly dude over there. Be careful. He might say something that's truthful. Right? They know what time it is, but it ain't nobody, whatever. I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna keep doing this because it's important. But just to the guys, them heavyweights out there that are spitting the truth and having integrity, you're surrounded by people that aren't, and we appreciate y'all. That's all this is. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm about to hear y'all.